Here. Get some music going and be set. I'm gonna play the Aka soundtrack, so listen to that as we're cooling. Turn that something down just to, oops, I played it back. That's gonna work, that's gonna work. Alright, so going to Kamuy Season 2. The opening, I really like it. And I heard it's like the first collaboration between two artists. So whoo! And normally I don't like sequels to a lot of shows because in a way you don't need a sequel. You can just pick up wherever season 1 ends. If it has a light novel, manga, whatever the case may be. But with Golden Kamuy, I liked it so much that I waited for it to end and I binged it all, and I just finished it the other night, and I gotta say that last episode was heat. It inspired me to watch. No, it inspired me to give sequels a different opinion. So I did. As soon as I finished it, went on Reddit and tried to figure out, alright, the last chapter correlates to... No. Yeah, the last... Can't get my words out. Alright, I got it now. Went on Reddit to see, alright, where does Season 2 end off on? And as people were saying on the Reddit, they skipped a lot of material. And they did this all so they can get to the final episode. And I forgot exactly which chapter it was. Read the bad when I kept going from there. The art is amazing. I did start the manga before when Season 1 first ended. And I've been reading it on and off. But yo, what I like about animes, especially when you have a Season 2, it gives you a good chance to, you know, binge the content versus just reading it straight through. I do love reading, but going to Kamuy, it made more sense for it to be anime. And the fact they got Season 2 so quickly, I just knew it was heat. Now people were saying there's not enough material for Season 3, and that's fine. Maybe before 2021 there will be a Season 3 announcement. It doesn't have to happen, but I can see it happening because the way it ended, it was inviting a Season 3 announcement eventually. Because what happened the last second, what's her name again? Aspara, she was saying, yo, I don't think Sugimoto's dead. I know it because he's immortal. So we end on that note. Come on, you have to give us more of that content. And as I read it, I was like, yeah, this is actually really hitting, bruh. Because the art of the anime is really close to the art of the manga. So shout out to them for doing that. And the voice acting was amazing. And every episode had me on the edge of my seat. The opening was so good, I never skipped any of it. I just straight watched it. And I liked about it, the way to end every episode, it got you hyped for the next one. And after finishing Season 2, I really wonder who's the real bad guy situation. I don't know if y'all seen it, but the way it looks to me, the old guy we thought was a bad guy, and that general, they're not that bad. And then I just got their backstory, and now I see it. They're willing to go to hell just to make a slightly more interesting future. And on that note, I can't get mad at it. I like those kind of stories where it's like, the bad guy you thought was bad isn't that bad. And secondly, even though this bad guy did certain things they weren't supposed to do, they had a reason for doing it. You know, that whole mindset of, yeah, we're going to do bad, but it's not as bad as it possibly can be. That type of vibe was going for. Because halfway through the second season, there's this vibe like, okay, Aspara is in actual danger. We have to return to her grandmother because things are getting worse. Things will get worse for her. But the problem was, everyone knows without Aspara, there's no way they could find that location of the gold. So it meant a lot of people wanted Aspara so they can reach the location of the gold and use it for whatever they wanted to do, whether to cause a war, whether to spark a war, whether to make change happen. But regardless, all sides knew getting this gold was something they had to do, but didn't have like a set plan. They were just going as they went along. And then I remember they said a couple of times, hey, this guy's a bad guy. Don't trust him. And he's like, wait, I didn't do anything. I'm not that bad. And then at the end I realized he was a bad guy. And Ogata made me upset because I was sitting here like he finally sided with them, but he never like really tried to bond with them. And when he did, it always felt Like he was forcing himself to be happy or just be part of the moment. So when he did that final thing in the episode where he pretty much shot Sugimoto and as far as dad, that really upset me. Because I was just like, damn, bro. So you've been siding with them just for this opening. Now, why are you doing this? What do you get out of it? And from the looks of it, Ogata and his friend, that's what I knew, they're trying to get the gold because they don't want anyone else to have it. There's no other reason behind it. And even though we have these lieutenants and all these people in this one faction, they're not that bad. Because my main thing going into the season was just, okay, if we have... I gotta remember his man's name, bro. I don't know why it's slipping my mind right now. It's crazy. And I was just reading it. I think it's Tsumi or something like that. Let me see. Because I don't want to mess up this name. But I'm pretty sure that's his name. Yes, let's see. Or we can Ovia. Ha ha ha. Probably. Where is his name? Yeah, it's Tsurumi. That lieutenant was a messed up man. And I was thinking, why did he do all the stuff he did? But then I remember he suffered from brain damage. So for me, I didn't know it was the brain damage the main reason why he's trying to spark this war, or just simply doing it because he loves war. And I feel like it's actually a mixed bag. And the way the final episode ended, it was really trying to say Tsurumi's not that bad because he may be doing these bad things. He may be lying to people, setting people up. But he wasn't the one that was trying to kill Sugimoto at the very end. He just wanted to get the gold and kind of reshape Japan in his own light. And I can't get mad at him for that. And he didn't want to sell weapons. So it is what it is. And after seeing how Tsurumi's faction took in Sugimoto and the fortune teller lady and her mans, I was happy because that's all I wanted from the series. I wanted those two to be together, the fortune teller and her mans, and call it a day. I think his name was Taganaki. Yeah, it was funny about that situation to me. At first, I didn't think he would claim her, but he did. And then when she's like, "Yo, listen, when it's all said and over, I just want to be with you," and he said, "Let me just take care of his business, and I'll get right back to where we left off." That was beautiful. That's what I liked about Golden Kamuy Season 2 as a whole. A lot of stuff happened, and it felt like we reached some type of conclusion. It's not over yet, and I think the way they ended, if we don't get a Season 3, it's going to inspire people to pick up the light novel, the manga, whatever the case may be, and read and see exactly what happened. And that's how I want more shows to be with sequels. And on a note, so even if we know there's no possibility of a Season 3, we have material to read. Obviously, I get it. It getting a Season 2 as fast as it did, that was a shock to me. It basically had Season 1 and Season 2 back to back, which was actually really good. So you have to wait too long, but who knows? Maybe you'll get Season 3, I want to say, next fall. Or if it doesn't, I'm fine with that, because that was how you end a series. And normally I don't like a lot of sequels, because my problem with sequels, especially when it comes to anime, you get two types of sequels. One where it feels like they created the Season 2 just to do it. And the other kind, it leaves you wanting more. And I'm not really a fan of that because, yes, well, you do have stuff like Golden Kamuy and other series I do want to have more content. More is not always better because anime takes a while to make, and a lot of times they have to skip out on a lot of content just to make Season 2. Or because you watched the anime, you didn't know about what happened in certain chapters, kind of gloss over it, and you missed out on some incredible moments. So I think what Golden Kamuy taught me at the end of the day, I still want the same thing I always wanted for anime. Give me a great experience. I understand it's not going to be easy to do, but it's doable. And I know it's even hard when it comes to a second season because everyone had high expectations. And if it goes back to back. Ooh, you gotta make sure the quality still hits. Or if you're not gonna get a season 2, satisfy us with an OVA. I don't know from you guys. If you've seen Golden Kamuy, how did you feel about the first season? How was the second season? Do you even want a season 3? Does it deserve a season 3? Because like people were saying on some articles, they don't think there's enough content for season 3. They didn't expect to get season 3. The popularity wasn't there, all this other stuff. But who knows? We don't get to make the final decision of what becomes the next season. What show gets a continuation? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Look at Index. It had Some Magical Index 2 and now season 3. And then Scientific Railgun, that season 3 is coming up soon, and I'm excited for it. Only thing I hate about the situation with Index, it took off season 1 and 2 off Crunchyroll. And if you want to watch Scientific Railgun, season 1 and 2 are on Hulu, but I'm not seeing like all of it in one space. That's what I like about these streaming platforms in a way. You have all this great content, but it's like you have to go have these different subscriptions to get everything you need in one spot. I wish the way it works, if they take off season 1 for any show, they always link you to where you could see season 1, and then they can bring you back to season 2 when you're ready. But maybe I'm just brazy for thinking that way. So to wrap things up, Golden Kamuy, it was a great watch. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. I had a lot of laughs watching it, got irritated a lot of times, but for the right reasons. Because what I liked about Golden Kamuy, a lot of these characters, I wouldn't call them good. I would call them chaotic evil. I would call them neutral. Yeah, they may do a lot of crazy stuff, but it's not really like we're doing it just because. Every character has a reason for what they do. I liked about it, every single time you got a little taste of a backstory, it just made you appreciate that character even more. And that's what I want from shows like this. Just bring the action, bring the feels, and I'm all for it. That's all I got to say today. Thank y'all so much for listening. If you want me to cover other series from last season, or if you want to hear my thoughts on what's going to come out this season, let me know, because I heard Shield Hero and episode 1 is supposedly out, but it's not doing so hot with people new to the franchise, and everyone that read it, they're like, yo, watch it. So hopefully it's not going to be in a situation like Goblin Slayer, where, yeah, I get y'all hyped for this because you read it, but if it's trash, it's trash. I don't expect greatness from episode 1 of any series, but I've seen great episode 1s. So, sum things up. If you like what I do, you want to support me financially, I got a Patreon. If you like what I do, you want to share this content with your friends, just leave a like, share your favorite social medias, join my Discord, follow me on Twitter, and you're good to go. I could really say so much more, but my crew needs me.